Hi, Frederick Douglass Stars. We are back, not in the garden lab this time. We're back in the classroom because it's winter time right now. So we thought, why don't we grow a crop of lettuce inside instead of outside? And you might ask, Pop, how in the world we're going to do that? So Pop's here to tell us today.
Well, there are different ways that you can grow things inside when it's cold outside. Because when it gets this cold, the plants go dormant. Basically, that means they go to sleep and they stop growing. But if you come inside where it's warm and you have a light source and food, you can grow plants. And that's what's behind us right here. This is what's called a hydroponic tower. Hydro is the word for water. I believe it's in Latin or Greek. So it's basically a water garden. In this tower, the water comes out of these little tubes, and it goes into the top tier of the planter, and then it filters down from one tier to the other all the way to the bottom. And down where you see the gray, there's a pump in there that pumps the water back all the way up through. There's a pipe inside, and as it comes up in this pipe, and again, back out of the little tubes. Now, inside of the tower, each of these little cups there is cocoa fiber. It's not soil, and it has no nutritional value. The reason you put that in there is so the plant roots have something to attach to. Otherwise, they would just all flop over. Things can be grown in water, but then you have to have what they call a grid or something like a screen where the roots go down and then it holds the plant itself up. But in this case, we're using the cocoa fiber, and what you see planted in here is lettuce. And the kindergartners have planted two types of lettuce. One is a real leafy lettuce that doesn't get a head, and then the other, called Butter Crunch, forms a loose head. And it's really my favorite lettuce because it's real sweet, nice and crunchy, and it makes a great salad. But when you're going to grow plants, what do they have to have? They have to have food, they have to have water, and they have to have light. So the water comes from the tubes. The cocoa fiber holds them. And then for food, we have what's called fertilizer. And what we do with this is we put the fertilizer in the water. So all the time that the water is going down through the cocoa fiber, it's feeding the plants. It's just like when you eat, the nutrients are put into your bloodstream and they feed you. So this is the same principle that we're working on with a hydroponic planter. That way, this allows you to grow these things indoors, particularly here at school in the wintertime. The reason commercial growers do it is they can control all of the conditions. And they want to do that because they will get the best growth out of the plant. You could go to the store, by the way, and in the produce section, you'll see things that are said hydroponically grown, and they're in a little plastic container, and they'll have the roots and everything with them. And they stay nice and fresh that way. Is food healthier if it's grown hydroponically or in the soil? Actually, there's sort of a debate in the scientific community. Some people feel that it is healthier to have a plant that's grown outside in the soil where it's exposed to all of the conditions. The proponents for hydroponics, though, say, well, we can control the environment and make it the best environment for the plant to grow. Where does Pop fall in this? I don't. I'll let the scientists debate that. So I think that's about it. We haven't talked about light, though. In the next segment, we're going to talk about the importance of light. You'll notice that we've got it by the window here, but that comes in the next segment. So hang on to your hats.
All right, Frederick Douglass Stars, see you soon.